Council meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, before I start the State of the Municipality, there are copies up here if you would like to have one. I know I think the media has their copy, so we'll start it off. Section 606G of the Monroeville Home Rule Charter requires that the mayor prepare and deliver an annual State of the Municipality report to the citizens of Monroeville. This will be my 7th annual State of the Municipality report. 2014 was a year of transition. A newly elected majority of council took office January of last year. A new former manager was rehired. A new CFO position was created and filled. A new human resource director was created and filled. 5 new police officers were hired in 2014, and our former chief of police was also rehired. As you all are aware, these newly appointed administrative positions are key personnel for the operations of this municipality. They will administer all of the services of the municipality and also support any policy changes as voted on by council. I am glad to report to all of you that these newly appointed administrative employees are very qualified and are exceeding council's and my expectations. 2014 saw council raise the real estate rate to 4.0 mills at the recommendation of the municipal manager. This was due to the ever-increasing cost of maintaining all of the services which are provided to you, our residents. This was the first major tax increase in over 20 years. If you all remember, we did have a small tax increase in 2013. It was very clear to council and this mayor that you, the residents, wanted all the services to remain. Council fulfilled that request, but had no other choice but to raise the millage rate to do so. As we start into 2015, I'm glad to announce that all the services we enjoy will be maintained without a tax increase. However, the challenge for council and the administration throughout this year will be to increase the revenue side of the budget to meet our expense side going into 2016. This means 2015 will be a pivotal year with respect to municipal finances. Number one, most likely it will be a year of the cumulation of all 4 of our labor contracts. Number 2, hopefully it will be the year of settling the ambiguity of how health care is delivered by Highmark and UPMC to our employees, and it's associated with the high cost with this much needed benefit. 2015 will also set the tone how the municipality will pay for the cost of infrastructure improvements. Since our debt service is too high, little side note, we will have to rely on unborrowed monies. Number 4, it is most likely to be another year in which Monroeville and some other 2,600 municipalities in the Commonwealth will see a reduction in the state aid for pension costs because the state cannot afford the increasing cost of subsidizing municipal pensions. As a result, more funds will derive from the municipal general fund, which leaves less money for the aforementioned expenses. Number 5, and 2015 will continue to bring the maintenance of the OPEB, or other post-employment benefits fund, from which we are obligated to pay for retiree health benefits, which will continue to increase. So what does this mean moving into 2015 and beyond? Very simply, costs are increasing, but the revenues are not. And Monroeville, like the vast majority of the other municipalities that are built out and new revenue services are not on the horizon, means we have to reinvent ourselves as a community. We are not the community of the 1950s, 60s, or 70s. However, this does not mean we are less of a community, just different. As mayor, with council and the administration, we have to recognize that difference for the citizens of this community. We have to start concentrating on economic development and gentrification issues. I am sure all of you are aware of the competition for new business development, not only in competition with Cranberry, South Hills, the waterfront, and the North Hills, but also with the city of Pittsburgh and Westmoreland County. Therefore, once again, I am challenging the administration and council to review and approve an economic development program to support and encourage business to move into Monroeville. I would request that council and the administration review other programs to encourage business development as well. Lastly, we must work closely with the school district to assist them in any way to encourage young families to remain and or move into our municipality to support continued growth. Further, we have to reinvent ourselves as a community as not only of a maze of commercial strip plazas, but a community that has amenities such as a good school district, a community college, and fabulous parks, senior center, and I say this with all sincerity, a great mall to shop. The recent incident at the Monroeville Mall is not reflective of this community at all, period. However, we as a government have to do a better job with mall management to anticipate these types of incidences, and we will. We are currently discussing with Monroeville Mall management of how we will better anticipate mall disturbances to keep Monroeville Mall a family-friendly shopping experience. This comes under the heading of the most important service this government and others deliver, and that is public safety. If residents and visitors come to this community do not feel safe, we have nothing. And I, as mayor, will not let that happen. This is an opportunity for this government to show Allegheny County and the rest of the Pittsburgh surrounding communities that Monroeville is a safe place to live, shop, and visit, but also filled with great people. And I truly mean that. We have a wonderful community. What made Monroeville advantageous to live and work over half a century ago can also be a detriment, and that's the close proximity to major highways. The Turnpike, 376, 22. Because of these highway systems, sometimes bad guys will show up in our municipality and sometimes not act in a civil manner. Well, I'm here to tell you, this government is prepared to deal with these people who want to disrupt public safety and tarnish our image in Monroeville. Moreover, council members and I do not support another tax increase in the future. However, as of this writing, it appears from our chief financial officer, the expense side of our ledger will exceed the revenue side moving into 2016. As a result, we need to change in how we deliver services. We need to be more economical and efficient. Therefore, I am offering a suggestion to the administration with council's approval to create a blue ribbon committee of residential business, government, union, and educational leaders with the appropriate administrative personnel to institute a service delivery review, or SDR for short. This blue ribbon committee would review all the services delivered by this government. This service delivery review should be an evaluation process in which municipal services are reviewed to determine the most appropriate way to provide them. It should be designed to assist the municipality to improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of the services we deliver and find better ways of managing expenditures. It will review the budget and the number of employees needed for each service. It would ascertain if we can be more cost-effective in delivering these services. This may take the form of hiring additional employees in specific services. We need to utilize technology better to deliver services, and the real big word out here, outsourcing. It would also mean investigating, sharing services with other public entities, and even possibly consolidating. I want to keep the services we have, just as you, the residents, told this council in the last election, but I believe we can do it more efficiently. The Blue Ribbon Committee would report back to council before the final development of the 2016 budget. So, this would provide a means of possible implementation of some of the suggestions moving into 2016. I would also ask this committee to compare Monroeville to like communities in size, population, and the services of each of them provide and the cost to their taxpayers. This would not, and I want to repeat this, not be a one-time service delivery review, but an analysis done from time to time by engaging our residents to ensure that we are delivering services in the most economical manner. Although I want to affirm not all is a cloud in Monroeville, and it is not. The current unemployment rate is down to 4.5%, with a job growth rate of 1.44%, with a future job rate increase of 38% as per Sterling's national ratings. Current population of Monroeville is 28,366, which is a loss of 3% since 2000. Considering the loss of Westinghouse and with the major economic disaster of 2008, I believe Monroeville is holding its own. Monroeville Mall has and continues to reinvent itself. The Miracle Mile continues to do well with a high occupancy rate, along with Business District 22, with several new businesses and continuing to improve. As stated above, we do have some budget challenges, but with hard work and tough decisions from council, the administration, and with the assistance from you, the residents of Monroeville, we will thrive many years into the future. Let me just wrap it up with this, that may God bless America and keep her safe. To our military personnel and their families, thank you for your service and sacrifice to our nation. Thank you to our police, our firefighters, and our EMS personnel. Thank you as well for your sacrifice and service. And lastly, and I'm sincere when I say this, may God bless Monroeville and keep her safe as a safe place to live, work, and play. And I do thank you for your time.